had always prided myself on trust and honesty in my marriage. My wife, Vanessa, and I had been together for over a decade, and while no relationship is perfect, I believed we had a foundation strong enough to withstand life's challenges. I never imagined, however, that her ambition, or rather, her obsession, could dismantle everything we had built together over one singular desire. It began innocuously enough. Beyoncé had announced her world tour, and the VIP tickets for her show in our city became the talk of every social media feed. Fans were obsessed, and Vanessa, like countless others, was no exception. She had always loved Beyoncé, her passion for the singer bordering on fanatical. I remember her scrolling through the ticket pages late one night, eyes wide, muttering about how impossible it was to get VIP access. Weeks passed, and her obsession grew. She began making plans with friends, talking about meeting other fans, and hinting at ways to make it happen if only she could find the right opportunity. At first, I didn't think much of it. I trusted her judgment, and I assumed she would never compromise our marriage over a concert. I was wrong. One evening, I came home early from work to find her in the living room, her demeanor nervous but excited. She was on the phone, whispering urgently, glancing toward me occasionally. I paused at the doorway, trying to make sense of her behavior. It wasn't just the usual enthusiasm for Beyoncé, it was secretive, anxious, and deliberate. The truth revealed itself painfully soon after. Vanessa had arranged a private meeting with a mutual acquaintance, someone she knew could help her secure VIP access. But the arrangement went far beyond favors or networking. In her pursuit of the tickets, she had begun an affair, trading trust and intimacy for the promise of VIP passes. The betrayal was staggering, not just emotionally, but morally. She had risked our marriage over a fleeting experience, over the lure of status and proximity to a celebrity. I confronted her as soon as I discovered the truth. The conversation was tense, emotional, and surreal. "Vanessa," I said, voice tight with anger, "you cheated on me for Beyoncé tickets." Her response was almost casual, as if trying to rationalize the irrational. "It's not about you. It's about the experience, the VIP access. I just wanted it so badly. I didn't mean to hurt you. I love you." The absurdity of her explanation stunned me. Love, betrayal, VIP tickets. The combination was almost comical if it weren't so devastating. But beneath the shock was a profound understanding. Our marriage had just collided with her priorities, and the wreckage was hers alone to face. I didn't respond with anger at first. I needed clarity, a way to assess the extent of her choices and the consequences she had set into motion. The affair wasn't just emotional, it had tangible repercussions. Our trust, financial stability, and shared future were compromised. I realized that no explanation, no rationalization, could repair the breach caused by such reckless decisions. Over the following weeks, Vanessa's guilt and desperation became evident. She attempted apologies, explanations, and pleas for forgiveness, but the damage was irreversible. The tickets, when they arrived, held no joy. The VIP access she had coveted became a symbol of everything she had lost: our trust, our intimacy, and the foundation of our marriage. Divorce became inevitable. The decision was not made lightly, but it was the only path forward. I could not remain in a relationship where loyalty could be sacrificed for celebrity status, where love could be measured against a fleeting thrill. The legal process was painstaking, emotionally charged, but ultimately necessary to preserve my dignity and future. The aftermath revealed a stark truth about consequences. Vanessa's actions, initially secret and self-serving, became widely known among mutual acquaintances and family. The scandal of her betrayal, coupled with the absurdity of the motivation, led to social repercussions that were both immediate and lasting. Friends and family were shocked, disbelieving that someone could risk so much for so little. Her reputation, once respected, became intertwined with gossip and incredulity. Meanwhile, I focused on rebuilding my life. Therapy helped me process the emotional trauma, while friends and supportive colleagues reminded me of my worth and the importance of boundaries. The healing was gradual but profound. I realized that while betrayal wounds deeply, reclaiming control over one's life and setting clear boundaries is essential to recovery. Vanessa, on the other hand, faced a cascade of consequences. The VIP tickets, once the object of obsession, became meaningless. The affair had cost her more than she could anticipate: our marriage, financial stability, and social credibility. The fleeting thrill she had pursued with such fervor left her isolated and forced to confront the gravity of her choices. The loss was total, and the irony was unmistakable. The very experience she had risked everything for provided no solace or redemption. Reflecting on the ordeal, I understood the lessons embedded in betrayal. Choices have consequences, often immediate and irreversible. The pursuit of desire, when detached from respect, love, and integrity, can destroy not only relationships but reputations and personal credibility. Loyalty, honesty, and moral responsibility are not negotiable. They are the pillars upon which lasting partnerships are built. In the months that followed, I met someone new, someone who valued honesty, shared priorities, and mutual respect. The contrast between that relationship and my marriage with Vanessa was stark. I recognized the importance of choosing a partner who aligns with one's values and who understands that love is not a commodity to be traded for temporary thrills. The experience also reinforced a critical truth: betrayal, no matter how absurd the motivation, is a test of resilience. The pain is real, the shock profound, but the response defines the outcome. By standing firm, refusing to compromise integrity, and prioritizing self-respect, I reclaimed agency over my life and future. Looking back, the story of Vanessa and the VIP Beyoncé tickets is almost surreal. It illustrates how fleeting desire can eclipse judgment, and how betrayal can manifest in ways that seem trivial to the betrayer, but devastating to the one betrayed. Yet it also highlights the power of boundaries, clarity, and decisiveness in the face of emotional upheaval. Ultimately, Vanessa's biggest loss was not just the end of our marriage, it was the realization that choices driven by obsession, rather than reason and respect, carry consequences far heavier than anticipated. My greatest gain was not revenge or public vindication, but the restoration of self-respect, emotional clarity, and the ability to build a future rooted in honesty and trust. The story serves as a cautionary tale. Fleeting desires, when prioritized over loyalty and integrity, can lead to devastating consequences. Betrayal, even over something seemingly trivial like concert tickets, undermines trust, destroys relationships, and leaves irreversible damage in its wake. True love, commitment, and partnership are not commodities, they are commitments that demand respect, transparency, and moral responsibility. In the end, Vanessa's obsession with VIP Beyoncé tickets became the symbol of everything she sacrificed for temporary gratification, and my survival, healing, and eventual happiness became proof that betrayal, while painful, can lead to empowerment, clarity, and the ability to embrace authentic, meaningful connections built on mutual respect and trust.